well, PBKM. So don't think I can say the whole thing well. Anyway, this week the review is Azura's Wrath. Pretty much this is one of the games I kept putting off to play. I've had it for a while, but I've just recently really started getting into it. It pretty much is like a big long movie with playable parts. It has a lot of comic book like scenes, some anime-like scenes too. Pretty much, it's an action video game collaboration between CyberConnect 2 and Capcom. Usually I don't like collaboration games because they tend to usually suck. Like Iron Storm. Google it. Yeah, that's a train wreck. Anyway, pretty much this game takes elements from Hindu mythology and blends them with science fiction. Azura is a demigod fighting to reclaim his daughter from the deities who kidnapped her and banished her from the mortal world. Pretty much, I'm at the Wikipedia going through, and it's basically saying about the same thing that I saw. That it's a combination of multiple genres, and it's presented in style of episodic anime series, and gameplay shifts throughout. Pretty much a third-person action rail shooter game, which it definitely does. They have some very interesting mixes of genres and stuff, like pretty much on rail sideways shooting. That was different, quite interesting. And then they have sort of like a in-ring beat-em-up style thing going on too. You got lots of gauges and lots of things that power up and unlock and such, so that's different too. And they kind of mix in the ability to kind of throw fireballs in with that too, and you're ranked on what seems to be just about everything. Apparently, if you want to see the good ending and such, you need to try and get basically a certain number of S ranks unlocked to actually get the true ending. But you know, S is better than A because it's special. Pretty much same deal with Raccoon City and many other Resident Evil games, actually like 2 others, but still, who's counting? Pretty much each one of these guys are cybernetically enhanced and genetically demigods. So it's an interesting little story that goes through, to be perfectly honest. I'm not really interested in stories like that, so to me, if you're going to have combat in a game like that, I'm really just trying to get to the combat. I could care less about the story. So, the thing I did like is they do let you skip through cutscenes by use of the back button, but you know, you'll be tapping it a lot, and you just kind of tap until it lets you know that it's loaded up enough to let you skip. And also too, you have to stay awake and stay ready for those button and also analog movements too, because those are actually important. Don't really know per se what happens if you miss them or anything like that, because I try to stay on them, and the ones that I did miss didn't seem to really change anything greatly for me, other than it just put me in a not as awesome position. Thus far, I haven't actually beaten it yet, and I'm also going through it, and I see that apparently it has a DLC ending as well, where Golden Spiral reveals himself to be some other guy's name, as referred to as the Redeemer. Pretty much, not a whole lot I really could say about it. I'm pretty much told that for the most part, it's a good game for say 6 hours. And then after that, you're kind of just zoning out on it, honestly. So, pretty much I'm still on the first disc. So, plenty of content and whatnot for a review. It's interesting, kind of has that sort of switch up, kind of like Contra does, where it's a nice thing to have, but it ain't necessarily the most important thing. I'd probably give this one like a 7 out of 10. I wasn't amazed by it and overly happy with it. It's just kind of like, To be honest, it feels like a version of a DC game. And when I say DC, I don't mean as in Detective Comics. I mean DC as in, this is something I expect for Dreamcast. Because this feels more like a Dreamcast Sega type of game. Which is kind of funny to say considering that this is Capcom. And Capcom typically, even if they do clone something that Sega may do, they usually do it better. So this one is just kind of like, play it if you got time and nothing better. It came out at a good time where there wasn't any big titles to per se knock it out from being tried. But probably a rental, not necessarily a purchase. And if you purchased it, you probably brought it back before your 14 days were up and got something else. So, but that kind of being said, there's not a whole lot I can really say about that. Other than if you're into that, it's definitely worth looking at least once. But you know, and it does have what looks like some replayability to it, but not enough that I can per se just go coastline blindly. So, you know, it ain't as bad as Jericho, not as awesome as Max Payne 3. You know, and that doesn't really tell you anything, but it's probably got its own little place. Wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to it, though. Although, yeah, I don't know if that's possible, but like I said, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing this in like a sequel, perhaps, where they change certain aspects and make it better. Because I believe that this could have been much better, personal opinion. That's pretty much it. I know usually they're much longer than this, but that's all I got for this one now. So pretty much as usual, comment, subscribe, and like, because those are good things. Check me out on Facebook on Pierre Kelly, and actually I'm also on Google Plus, same name, and yeah, there's another site that's kind of important. I have a Tumblr, SC Demented 13 or Demented 13 Tumblr. Yeah. This is pretty much it. I'm just trying to kill time now, but that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and I got the sound fixed. Turns out my wires were unplugged again somehow, magically, and just gonna go from there. Said enjoy, because it does at least look cool, so that's at least a perk. So it's one of those games I really would probably let somebody else play and I just watch and let them show me the amazing stuff. Kind of like some of the Resident Evils that I skipped. I enjoyed watching them, didn't per se enjoy playing them. So it's kind of like it becomes all sorts of awesome when you don't have to kind of like Shenmue. Except there's not a good payoff in Shenmue. Yeah, are we ever going to see Londi like actually get the fisticuff in? I'm off topic. Pretty much question today. I don't even remember if I actually included in this one, but if there's one, feel free to answer. Leave comments, questions, concerns, critiques, likes, whatever. Alright. Later.
soul shall fall into the hands of the Goma. Azura the traitor!